Okay, well, I'll let the announcer do
Ladies
this.
and gentlemen, we would ask that you direct your attention to the 50-yard line. We have a very, very special presentation tonight. Sonny Wheeler has served as the announcer at the London Red Raider football games since 1990. He was often referred to as the voice of the Red Raiders. His knowledge of the game, combined with his announcing style and voice, made Sonny one of the best announcers around. Sonny is now helping in the press box because he is unable to continue as our game announcer. So the student athletes, the coaches, the faculty, the administration, the school board, and the countless fans of Raider football wish to show their appreciation to him for his outstanding service. Sonny, we are pleased to present this plaque to you as our token of appreciation. Representing the school, our athletic director, Terry Nance, principal, Steve Allen, and superintendent, Jacob Froning. Thanks, Sonny. We wish you the best. And above all,
Okay, here we are at London Red Raider field, Von Kennel Field, and we're going to have a matchup between London and Bexley tonight, and it's the Bexley Lions. I noticed that Bexley has brought a real fine gathering with them. I think they got the parents and the sons and daughters over there. And, you know, we got a team here that's got the potential of going 6-4 this year, and to look at our stands, you would think that you know, we're going to go 0-10 this year, the way the people has turned out for this game. What do you think, Darby?
I've seen a bigger crowd at a Tiddlywinks convention. So
you know, went down to Kentucky, played a real nice high school team down in Kentucky, Lawrence, Kentucky, and I didn't have the opportunity to go to that game, Darby, but I've been told that we had more people at that game. Traveled 3 hours and a half to get there, and we had more fans at that game than we do at this game.
What I don't understand there, Zeke, is the showing that London did last week against Olentangy.
You know, I looked in the computer rankings this week, and Olentangy still ranked number 5, I believe, or 6 in their region, even after London beat them. So I think that shows, at least it shows to me, that London beat a good football team last week. You know, and actually that
Go ahead, finish that off.
You know, and actually, Darby, that 20-14 score didn't really indicate how bad London did beat that team.
Yep.
If it wasn't for that blocked field goal late in the game, that game wouldn't have been that close. And a few things that turned London's way early in that game. But Darby, we got a nice night here for London football. Weather's probably running about 40-45 degrees. They shouldn't get too tired tonight with the way the weather is.
to receive for the Bexley Lions, number 3, Ethan Califf, and number 30.
We got Clark Tobin preparing to kick off for London. Bexley's got a 2-deep receiving core with 4 in the middle and 5 up front here. They got a lot of small boys out there, Darby, on that receiving team. In fact, I think their backs in the back, all the way in the back's bigger than their front line up here.
Yeah.
I noticed Bexley's band filing in here at game time.
They had to go through that Columbus traffic there, Zeke. That was crazy coming out through there.
I'll tell you, out there, I run around Columbus all day long, and it was a miserable day all day today as far as traffic. Okay, we got Clark Tobin ready to tee this ball up here. He's going deep with it. He got a lot of height underneath that, back to about the 10-yard line. They're going to return it here to the right. Troy Murray with the stop. He held his lane there, Darby, and made a nice stop.
That's what they were having a little trouble with at the beginning of the season, was holding them lanes. They did a pretty good job right there, Zeke.
You know, special teams is something that you just got to practice. I mean, that's something that you got to work on and drill into the kids. Stay in your lane, stay in your lane. And it looks like here into the 7th game of the season, everything's working out pretty good. Got a wideout over here with a slot and an I formation in the backfield for Bexley. Got motion going the other way. They're just running that slant off. He's bouncing outside. Gain of about 4 yards.
You know, Zeke got double zeros in the game, and he's not on that.
We'll have to find out who double zero is.
And number 40, Rusty James.
Rusty James on the stop, and Joe Harsh on the stop. That's a new name there. Yeah, we've got the same formation the other way with the slot over to the right this time. They're going on a long count. They're just going to run that back off of that side. A gain of about 2 yards. Going to bring up 3rd down and 3.
Ethan Callan, the ball carrier. Stop by number 58, Pat Klosser.
Klosser on the stop for London. You know, this Califf boy for Bexley. I remember back when in '69 they had a basketball player named Califf that averaged about 20 a game for them. Now I wonder if that's any relation to him. They got a weird formation out there to the right. They got a double wide out with a slot between the double wide out and an I formation. Motion coming back this way. And they're trying to run that sweep outside.
Knocks him out of bounds.
You know, Troy Murray had a shot on him coming around in there and couldn't get material. But London's not getting material again. Yeah.
That was Matt Stanley on that run there. It's a pretty nice run. Nice little play there.
Dorn had to knock him out of bounds there, and yet Dorn didn't put no hands on him, just a little body check. Yeah, you got backs that's been carrying that ball all year long. A little nudge is not going to bring them down. You got to wrap and get material. This formation here is a little slot over there. They're just going to run it back off of that side. We had Pete Robson down there with a shoestring tackle. If it wasn't for that tackle, he'd been going.
You know,
Yeah, Bexley's not doing anything any different. We've seen all the teams do against London. They're taking the ball off of left tackle, right tackle, and they've ran the ball around in once. Motion coming back to the right. Same play. You know what they're doing? They're bellying it into the tackle. If there's nothing there, he's just bouncing it outside.
Number 60, Josh Mellors.
Probably about even with us.
They're 4-2.
You got I formation with a slot to the right. See if he runs any motion back. Yeah, they're going to bring motion back and run the fullback right up the middle.
Number 3, Ethan Califf, the ball carrier, brought down by number 40, Rusty James.
Bexley's coming a wide out to this side, and they got number 30 in a slot formation with an I formation in the backfield. I look for that quarterback to run that option one of these times. Brought down by Nathan Dorn.
Ball's on the 10 to 19-yard line, 3rd down.
Going to bring up 3rd down about a half yard. Yeah, they're running time off that clock, just running it off the right, off the left, 1 or 2 up the middle.
Doing exactly what they want to do right now.
Yeah, they're going to run it off the outside.
He's got room.
Number 30, I'll tell you what, he's turning it up.
Touchdown.
Oh. Now they're marking him down at about the 2-yard line. He did put that ball over the goal line.
Stanley, run out of bounds.
Got a penalty on Bexley.
Flag on the play.
You know, I was wondering, Darby, if we was going to get a little break in the action here, and there's our first break. From the mark of the foul, that's the reason it's no farther back than what it is. Going to bring up 3rd down and 7. You know, I would think they'd have to throw this ball, Darby. Of course, nothing will surprise me.
That's a big number 88 they got over here.
Right up the middle. Right up the middle. He took it right back down to where they had it marked before.
I don't think he got touched until Alexander.
That was a straight dive play between the guard and tackle, and he picked up at a good 20, 25 yards.
From the London 3.
Okay, Bexley's got a first down on London's 3-yard line. Got motion coming back to the right. They're going to run 30 outside. Touchdown, Bexley.
Touchdown.
Just looking at that defense, it looks like they got a lot of new people in that London defense.
Well, London does have a lot of new people out there, Darby, but there's nobody on the outside there. On that play, there's no containment out there as far as the defensive end or the defensive backs. They've got everybody lined up inside of Bexley's linemen, which you have to have somebody out to turn that play back in. You know, I'm sure the coaches will see that and understand it, or at least try to change that. You've got, you know, if you're trying to stop them, the extra point's good by Bexley, which makes the score 7-0.
Sort of did, but Bexley picked them up on their way around.
Bexley ready to kick off to London. Got 7 minutes and 2 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Got the Bexley band getting off over there. He's kicking deep.
Nice one.
It's coming to Dorn. He's got a return up the middle. Nice return. Got it out to about the 27-yard line. That's going to put London on offense. London's putting Hamilton wide to the left and Murray wide right to the right. Got Robinson at fullback and Dorn at tailback. He just tripped. Nobody really brought Nathan down that time. He just tripped over one of Bexley's boys that was laying on the ground. Picked up 2 yards there on that carry.
Video thing on the opposite side.
We'll try to get you some.
You know if Quirk's playing any tonight there, Zeke?
Now, Gary said that Roger was supposed to play. We haven't seen him on defense, that's for sure. I wouldn't think they'd want to use him on defense. I know Roger was warming up, running fullback up the middle. He might have picked up a half a yard.
Number 46, Pete Robinson, the ball carrier, brought down by number 51, Ryan Parsons.
Yeah, I like to see him open it up a little bit like I did last week, Darby, with a little option to, you know, Alexander carried that ball pretty good last week for the first time he's really had an opportunity to carry that ball more than a few times. He picked it up last week. Bringing White out both ways. Got Gandy at tight end over here. Alexander's going to throw that slant in to intercepted, bounced off of Tyler Hamilton's hands, and
That was a good pass there, Zeke.
right into and you know, he had enough for the first down if he had held on to it. Okay, after the interception, Bexley's going to take the ball over on London's 40-yard line. And we got a big receiver out here. We got motion on Bexley. The only time that they're moving anybody to the outside is when a receiver goes out that way. You understand what I'm saying?
Right, I got you. But they got a man out there now.
Okay, they're using a multiple count. Bexley is trying to draw Lennon off sides. You know, we had 3 guys go right by that fullback, and Pete Robinson at the linebacker position brought him down. But we had a tackle and a nose guard shoot right through there and go right by the ball carrier.
You know, we've seen a little bit of that all year long. They're going through with good pursuit, but they're not keeping their eyes and their head up, and they're missing it.
We got a pass coming off here. It's got him open. He's got it. Brought down by Troy Murray after about a 20-25 yard gain.
Ryan's pass to number 7, Corey Rinker, is good. Brought down by number 2.
Yeah, it just looks like there's no emotions out there tonight, Darby. London looks like they're dead.
Look a little flat. But that's normal London football. They always are a little flat the first quarter for some odd reason.
Well, you noticed as this year has gone, playing flat gets you L in the column. We got a quarterback option. I don't know if that was a broken play or not, but that was something I've been looking for.
Carrier number 32, Joby
London played that one pretty well.
Down by number
Well, the thing is, Darby, he didn't actually really fake to anybody. He kind of just stuck the ball out there to nobody was standing there and took off with it. But I think
London did have a man on the pitch guy and a guy on the quarterback. So and London's seen a lot of the option this year.
well, hopefully they can start turning that outside stuff in so them linebackers can come in and help. You know what I've noticed this series, Darby, that Bexley's changed their formations. The whole first series there, they was doing a lot of whiteout stuff. Okay, it's going to bring up 2nd down and 9 for Bexley on what looks like the 14-yard line of London. And we've got guys on the outside now. He's got a bootleg quarterback roll.
Got him before he got in the end zone.
You know, Bexley had three receivers in that area, and London had 5 defensive guys in that area, and they still got the ball.
brought down by number 40, Rusty.
You know, Josh Burns had a pretty good rush on there, and he just about got the quarterback.
First and goal from the 1.
You know, thing of it is, you can get a good rush on the quarterback, but you know, if you're letting him get the pass off, it's not helping much. Got the ball on the 1 yard line, Bexley does. Quarterback sneak, I don't know if he got it or not. 2nd down, no, he didn't make it.
Number 32, Joby Ryan, the ball carrier, brought down by number 60, Josh Ellers, and number 40.
But that thing's setting on about the 6-inch line, Darby.
I would look for the same play that they scored on last time, Zeke.
One thing we can hope for is a little turnover or a little penalty action. They're lining up with a quarterback sneak. I don't think he got no indication yet.
Joby Ryan, the ball carrier.
Yeah, it's so funny, Darby. That ball 6 inches away from the goal line. He's tried 2 shots at it and hadn't made it yet.
58, Pat Klosser, and number 60, Josh Ellers.
Ellers and Klosser in on that tackle there in the middle. London's putting on a nice goal line defense here. I'd look for a little belly up the middle and a little roll outside, I think.
Looks like that's what they're setting up there. Yeah, that's what it looks like. It's
Long count.
here they come, right around the end.
Yeah, touchdown number 30 for Bexley.
Number 30, Matt Stanley, in for the Bexley touchdown.
Stanley. Yeah, I was just checking here. Stanley goes, according to the program, he goes 6'2", 196 pounds. That's a nice size for a running back. Well, we'll have to get that ball out of the old Kroger parking lot over there. That was a nice kick. 14-0. We got Bexley ready to kick off to London. We got Josh Burns and Nate Dorn back here to receive this kick. Hope London pays attention here in case they want to droop this ball to us. No, he's going to go deep with it. Taking it back to Dorn. Dorn's following that wedge. He got hit initially back around the 15-yard line, bounced off and did get it out to about the 20. So Bexley had that one guy kind of flying in there and disrupted that whole return there.
And number 3, Ethan Callow.
Hey, London's going to take over the ball. Now we got an equipment timeout for the referees there.
Okay.
Again.
What's he doing? He's waving it on skin.
We got Jerry London's got the ball on their 20-yard line. He's going to pass the ball to fullback. Oh, he fakes it. He's got one guy to beat. Get outside. Put your head down. He just takes the ball out of bounds.
Jared
Alexander gained about a yard.
Run out of bounds by number 3, Ethan Oliver.
It looked like when Alexander went back, he bumped into Robinson, and I don't know what happened after that.
You know, I think that disrupted the whole play because Robinson was the main receiver on that play, Darby. That was going to be what I used to call was a fullback pass. You fake it to the fullback and let him go up the middle and catch him down the middle. And I think that bumping him knocked that play off. He gained about a half yard there. It's going to bring up second down 9.5. Just running it off the left tackle to Dorn. Gain of about 6 yards there.
Brought down by number 51, Ryan Parsons.
You know what we got to do, Darby, is get that rhythm we had last week.
That's right.
Run a few, pick up a couple first downs, throw a pass in between all that. You know, 14 points is not hard to make up. Bring up third down 4. London's bringing Murray over here to the right and got Hamilton split to the left. Dorn at tailback and Robinson in there to block for him. You know, I don't know if he got that. It's going to be awful close. According to where they mark this thing at.
He's going to be short about a yard there.
You know, the yardage he did get, Darby was on his own sure will because he drug a guy with him.
He fought for it.
Yeah, they're gonna have fourth down here. I don't see no punter coming on the field.
No.
Darby.
We got a lot of guts here. We're going to go for it.
You know the thing of it is, what do you got to lose?
That's right.
I mean, you're already down 14-0. You got your tailback been getting you 3 and 4 yards a pop. Give him a shot here. I don't know. It's according to where they mark a surge at and ran a quarterback sneak.
I think it might be just
I see my man Larry Napper on the other side saying we got it, fellas.
Brought down by number 72.
First down, London. Thank you, Larry, for that indication over there, buddy.
Well, that, right there, that shows you that the Slunging coaching staff has a little bit of guts there, Zay.
At the end of the first quarter, Bexley 14, London 0.
Take the ball over on 32, or they're on 32-yard line. We got Roger in the game now, Darby. Let's see what's cooking here. We're going to throw a little in pattern to him already. I tell you what, that pass. We're going to have a little unnecessary roughness on number 30. You know,
We've been waiting on that all year.
it has to be on Bexley because Clark was the only London player that was there.
We've been waiting for him to call that all year.
You know the thing of it is, you put Roger in the game, it opens up right away.
Yep.
That pass got tipped at the line. It was a floater out to him, and he caught it. And
Looks like it hit Alexander's arm.
picked up about 5 after he caught the ball.
Well, just putting him into the game makes you have to now defend another strong player out there.
You got to be aware of it. You really got to be aware. And the thing of it is, I noticed between quarters the coaches getting on London like they should. Nice
Beautiful
pass.
pass. And a nice catch and a good run. And Alexander zipped that ball in there. We heard it hit over there.
I tell you, that's something. He made a nice catch, nice pass, but you're not supposed to let that ball hit your pads like that. You're supposed to catch them in your hands.
Alexander
Now, when he missed that first pass on that slant that got intercepted, it bounced off his shoulder pad. You're supposed to catch that ball in your hands. And we got Clerk out wide here to the left and Murray over to the right. I formation with Dorn in the tailback slot. You know, Nathan's just a shoe away from breaking one, buddy. You know, he looked like he turned sideways to get through that hole.
And notice how open that running game is now. Now they did a couple passes.
What are we seeing now that we saw last week? The hurry-up offense.
Right, here they go.
And how well did that work in the first half last week? You know, I ain't even hearing the fans are starting to come alive a little bit.
Nice run, Nathan Dorn.
That's what I like about Nathan. You know, he might not have that speed some of these backs do, but he wants that yardage. And he'll put his head down and get you some yardage. That gives London another first down. Got that ball down on the 30-yard line of Bexley.
They're going with that no huddle.
Yeah, I don't see anything. Man, if it's working, go ahead with it. They got the option play. Alexander, a little spin there. Got a penalty flag. It's either some kind of face mask or a holding on London. I know it's a couple face masks. Got a face mask on Bexley.
55, Sam Rosen.
The other thing it is, Darby, he didn't have a gain on that play, and then Bexley's going to give him a face mask. It's Roger Clerk out here to the left. Got Robinson in that fullback spot, and Dorn in the tailback spot, and Jared Alexander under center. Just run a quick pitch.
He's got some room. Oh!
I'll tell you what. You know, you were talking there a little bit about his speed. That time he showed some speed getting to the outside. You know, he had to go around one guy, and one guy was waiting on him out there. Nathan did a real fine job on that carry. Going to bring up 2nd down and 4. They can get a first down about the 6-inch line there, Darby. They'll run Dorn up the middle. He's turning.
Dorn just stuck it up in there.
Dorn, the ball carrier.
I'll tell you what, he's just doing it. That's the only thing I say about it. He's taking. It's 3rd down and approximately 1, and they can still get a first down up there, Darby.
Is spotted at the Bexley 2-yard line.
And there's no need to get fancy now. Just pound that middle again. Option.
Touchdown,
London. Late hit, Bexley. Got another late hit on Bexley.
You know, Zeke, we've seen this all year, and we've yelled and screamed about it, and now we're finally going to get some penalties.
You know, I was talking to some guys over at work, Darby, about the officiating, and they've been to a lot of high school games around Columbus and everything. It's the same way everywhere. The officials are letting games get out of hand too quick. Tonight we're noticing that these referees, these officials here, are on top of things.
You know, Zeke, and you know, this is high school ball. You can't let this get out of hand. And it looks like they're talking to all the players out there, Zeke.
Well, you got to get on it early. You got to get on it early. Put a stop to it. That's twice Bexley's got called for it.
That's the first time I've seen a referee team meeting there. I think that's the first time I've ever seen it.
You know, if you notice it, and it's everywhere.
Break. Call that again. See what happened.
What we had a clipping penalty on London, which happened first. Then we had a dead ball foul on Bexley, personal foul. They mark a penalty off on London first. Nice block, Pete Robinson.
He's got a touchdown.
Touchdown.
Beautiful pass.
Tyler Hamilton.
You know what set that up right there was that block from Pete Robinson.
I'll tell you what, Darby, Pete Robinson peeled back just at the right time.
Yep.
But anyway, that penalty was set down on about the 9-yard line of London, so it brought up 3rd down and 9 for the touchdown. And I'll tell you what, a couple of nice blocks there, and a nice pass by Alexander, and a nice catch by Hamilton. Oh, we got the Tobin on to try this extra point. It's down. It's up. It's good. 14-7. Bexley.
That was a bad snap, and another good adjustment there for the holder to get it up. It was a low snap.
You got Sean London got that touchdown, and it's kind of like things have livened up around here. People are up on their feet a little bit, hearing a little bit of cheering. Hopefully this will put a little pride or something in that London defense to stop some things up. Yeah, Nathan Dorn made a nice run for that touchdown that got called back. Yeah. And And then Alexander made a nice pass after that nice block by Pete Robinson, and a nice catch by Tyler Hamilton.
You know, Alexander's been coming into his own the last couple weeks.
You know, he never got to play too much quarterback last year at Darby. It might just be that it's going to take a few games under his belt to really unleash things. Got a deep kick by Tobin down to about the 10-yard line. London's got the lanes filled. That was a nice cover because he only got the ball out to the 25-yard line.
Brought down on the play by number 00, Jesse Langley, and number 3, Josh Burns.
And we got Roger Clerk playing defensive back now, Darby, so hopefully we'll get things picking up here.
Gary, I looked down and somebody flashed a camera, and I'm about blind.
That's all right, Darby. You don't need to see to work up here. Bexley's in that same offense with the wide out, and they're going to run it off his side. Got a holding.
We got a holding. It wasn't ball.
I tell you what, it looked like a mugging out there. Roger Clerk got held so bad. His shirt was coming off of him.
I'm telling you.
They didn't call it, though, did they?
No, they didn't.
I tell you what.
He turned him all the way around.
And this line judge over here was standing right beside it.
Oh, mercy, mercy me.
Carl called out.
They're putting that big guy out wide, number 88 over there. He's a pretty good sized receiver. Got Alex
Clark. Here he comes.
Gonna have a blitz action here by Roger. Yeah, they're gonna pass.
Number 88 was wide open and just dropped that football.
I'm gonna tell you about number 88, Darby.
Number 88, Denny Coons.
He's a little slower. And I'll tell you what, he wasn't out there too far, but we still didn't have nobody covering him.
Who made you take what off?
That's going to bring up third down, about 7 here. We got that fullback running outside. Come on, we got to have somebody coming up here.
That the fullback or the quarterback?
He picked up a first down there.
Number 32, Joby Ryan.
First down and 10 on Bexley's 41-yard line. Had a nice gain there for a first down. Guy picked up about 7 yards before they ran him out of bounds on the opposite sidelines. Motion coming back that way. Illegal procedure. Oh, yeah.
Penalty on the left.
On Bexley, that's going to bring up first down. Looks like about 17 to me. I don't know who marked that penalty off. But we'll take it. Long count. Just full back up the middle. Number 60, Elders. Nathan Dorn in on there. And Pat Glosser.
Is number 3, Ethan Cullen. Brought down by number 60, Josh Ellers, and number 58, Pat Glosser.
Hey, our field announcer over here is having a little trouble with that guy's name. It's Califf is his name.
Bexley, 34-yard line, second down, 12.
Well, like I said, I think I'll play basketball against his daddy.
You know you ain't playing no basketball.
You got to Glosser's out here on this thing. Come on, baby!
Yes!
Troy Murray with an interception.
They're going to kill the kid.
You know, that's something they got to watch out for, is that excessive celebration type routine.
You know what was funny is I don't think they were extra doing it, but him and Burns there had their face mask off and couldn't get them apart.
Well, you know, that sparked them up a little bit. And we're going to be on the move again here. I tell you what, they're respecting this side here.
Oh, absolutely. Nathan Dorn.
There, we got another spearing. That spearing is illegal. Anytime you put your helmet down, and you go towards a pile, that's spearing. I tell you what, they're having a problem with Bexley's whole team over here. And the next time, they're telling that guy, number 51, next time you're out of the game. And I noticed that one official holding his fingers up against Darby going, you're about this far.
He looked like he was trying to hurt him. You see, Bexley's got something to prove because we went over there last year and put the hurt on them, and they ain't forgot that.
That's a big one.
I tell you what, Gary, you jump out to a 14-point lead and then you start doing stupid things. Because that's all these illegal procedures and unnecessary roughness penalties. That's all it is. Dead ball fouls. It's just stupid things. That'll drive a coach nuts.
It's all part of football.
Contact 15 yards.
Don't believe me? Ask Darby.
Hey, the ball's on the 35-yard line. We got a fake back. I tell you, Robinson did it again.
Oh, beautiful.
Nathan Dorn on a cross. He's headed for the goal line. Touchdown. Nathan Dorn.
Alexander showed a lot of poise right there. Going out, staying cool, and throwing a good pass.
Who got the block for him? Robinson.
Robinson, I missed
I
it.
got a penalty for sliding.
Touchdown is good for 35 yards.
See how quick we can do this, Darby? That's all it takes, man. You know, 3 plays after that penalty or after the interception, and if we get this extra point, we're tied up here.
You know, Zeke, I want to point out one individual person because London's line and everything is playing a lot better right now. But when Roger Clark went into the game, this game changed around. This game turned.
Extra point's good. Score is 14-14.
Zeke, I want one of these footballs.
We got 6 minutes and 52 seconds left to go in the second quarter, and London has tied that ball game up.
We're down.
People on the other side talking about getting homered. Got Clark Tobin back to kick off. Josh Burns on this side trying to get these boys up. He going deep with it. That's a nice kick.
That one's going into the end zone. That one landed about the 1-2 there, Dick.
You know, it used to be back years ago that anytime that ball was left rolling, even when it went in the end zone, it was a free ball. But here, a few years back, they changed that rule. Once across the goal line, it was a touchback. That was a nice clear kick. They're letting Clark kick deep tonight, and he's showing his toe. Yeah, it looked like the defensive coverage when we intercepted that pass just looked better. We got motion coming over to the left. That's that little halfback, Caleb. He's still going. Somebody got material. Who we got on the bottom there holding on that shirt? Pete Robinson.
Yes,
Number 25, Nathan Dorn, and number 46.
Now you got a first down out of that, Darby. That number 3, that Califf, is a nifty little ball carrier. Got motion going back that way. They're running him again. We got a flag down. But this kid is tough, Jack.
That's
Califf.
Number 3, Ethan Culliff, the ball carrier, brought down by number 46, Pete Robinson.
Brent counts. Looks like that penalty was on him. Looked like it might have been a clip there, Zeke.
Yeah, they've got a penalty flag back here. We got coaches on the other side just clipping on Bexley downfield here. It's going to bring up first down in about 5.
These referees, they're yelling about everything. Right there when they're marking up that penalty, referee came over and yelled at London about getting away from the sideline. He wasn't going to tell him again.
It just goes to show me, Darby, that they're trying to keep the game, no matter what part of it, under control.
Must be watching our tapes, Don.
We got a long count. We had motion in that interior line. I'll tell you what.
They've been jumping a lot tonight, though, Zeke.
I don't know, but they've ran this kid that same play 4 times in a row, and he's picked up a good gain every time. And if it hadn't been called back, he had a real nice gain. London's got to stymie up them defensive tackles there.
You know, it might just be me, but Bexley's offensive line's been jumping, flinching every play.
They're moving in there. I'll tell you, but still, we gotta stop that. You know, that little tailback's just eating up too many yards here. Nobody out here. They're running it off that side. Fumble! London has the ball.
They're calling him down, Zeke.
And no way in the world. That ball come out too quick. That ball come out too quick. They're going to say the ground caused the fumble, which I don't agree with.
Number 3, Ethan Paula.
We'll get that thing on replay here, Gary, and maybe I can decipher that a little bit. Dorn brought him down. Dorn recovered the fumble, but they gave it back to Bexley. Going to bring up 2nd down and 9. You know, as I'm watching that on replay, he might have been down. Got a wide out to the left, slot formation, I formation. I'm noticing their lineman, Darby's using 2 hands on that line. Did you notice that?
Absolutely.
Outside, Roger Clerk.
That's how you play it on the outside there. You throw the block away and you stuff the
That was a situation where the clerk either made a tackle or get run over.
The guy came down. That's all that matters. It doesn't matter how nice it looked. You got him down, and that's all that matters.
And another thing about it, Darby and Gary, if he hadn't have made the stop, there'd have been a nice gain on that play.
And he was off balance, shoving off there. He was kind of off balance. He was kind of going down when they grabbed the hold of it.
I tell you what about Roger is he'll give you 110%, and he's a lot more wiry than what he looks. We got motion to the left. Got a roll to the left.
Pass again.
A 1st down.
They run that play to perfection.
Number 32, Joey Ryan.
Yeah, they ran that play to that side. That's the same play they ran to this side when we intercepted it there a little while ago. They just put two guys deep and 1 guy short, and they hit the deeper back.
On the London 40-yard line, 1st down.
He had a pretty good rush on him that time, and I thought with the pressure he might throw that bad, but he made a nice pass and nice catch there for the 1st down. I see there's nobody over here. You know, we haven't seen this guy since he scored that touchdown, number 30.
Number 30, Max.
Gain of about 20 yards there. Going to give him a 1st down.
For Jared Alexander.
On the 17-yard line. We got a guy hurt over on that side.
Timeout. Homecoming queen.
That's at number 0-0.
Yeah,
That's a 0-0 guy.
we got the camera on the cheerleaders down there, and Gary's telling me that Kiara Wilson is a homecoming queen, and
You'll see that game. I think it's next week.
and we think homecoming's next week.
Okay.
Injury for London, and we haven't found out who it is yet. We'll try to let you know later on and what the status is on him. Bexley's going to run that off tackle. Nice one-handed tackle by Nathan Dorn and Pete Robinson.
Down by number 25, Nathan Dorn.
That's a gain of about 6 yards. And we got to tighten up. That number 30 is a fine tailback there. They're running him off tackle again. Burns come underneath him that time, and Corey Such made the tackle.
Down by number 44, Corey Such.
Going to bring up 3rd down and 2. That ball setting on about the 20-yard line. Excuse me, 15-yard line. 3rd down and 2. Got a wide out coming over here. Troy Murray's coming 1 up on him. They're just running him again. Corey Such, Nathan Dorn. Nathan Dorn went through the blocker and took his legs, and then Corey Such got him up high. 4th down and 2, Darby.
Number 25, Nathan Dorn.
Going to have timeout Bexley. Timeout Bexley. It's going to be 4th down and 2. Bexley's got the ball on 17-yard line. They got a wide out here to the right. Murray's on him one-on-one. Got an I formation. Number 32, the quarterback. I tell you what, all them guys use that 2-hand. Even the fullback's got 2 hands down. He's running it off that side. He just broke the line. He got the 1st down.
Clark made one heck of a tackle there.
Clark saved the touchdown.
Brought down by number 1, Roger Clark.
you what, they're either running Caliph or the number 30. Matt Stanley.
You got a beautiful shot of the pole there.
I tell you what, those boys are a 1-2 punch, Darby. Got motion back that way, and he just handed off to Caliph again off the left side. Stopped by number 40.
Ball carrier number 3, Ethan Caliph.
Rusty James.
Number 40, Rusty James.
On that tackle. Ball setting on the 2-yard line. Going to bring up 2nd down and 2 for a touchdown.
They got a
Timeout, London.
have a perfect view of this telephone pole.
All right, it's going to bring up 2nd down and 2 for a touchdown. Got Murray out here wide on their man. They're running a number 30. Slips down on about the 1.
Is number 30, Matt Stanley. Brought down by number 40, Rusty James.
That's Rusty James. That's twice we called his name. 3rd down and about a 1.5 feet here.
Can't believe
Somebody speaking Mexican over there? So we got a Mexican broadcast going on in the other booth here.
I'm going to have to learn Spanish anyway because they're getting ready to move our plant to Mexico. Yeah.
You be down there making them. We got
Little mouse.
Bexley coming up.
Look where the ball's at. Give me a close up of that.
3rd down and approximately about 1.5 foot.
1.5 foot. We got a eagle eye measure up here.
We got coach coming off the field. On this time, we got motion Bexley. All right. Yeah, it's the same thing we saw last week or week before last. We get a timeout and then we get a penalty right after the timeout. Legal procedure. Going to bring up 3rd down and about 6.
You lose it down when you take the penalty?
No, not on dead ball. That's a dead ball. That's before the play even starts.
Dead ball, false start, 5 yards against Bexley.
After the penalty, it's going to bring up 3rd down and 6. Bexley's got it packed in tight this time with a 2-back off the tackles in an I formation. Yeah, we got another penalty flag right in the middle. He went over, but there's another penalty flag right in the middle where they usually call holding.
30, Matt Stanley, the ball carrier.
I don't see any celebrating yet.
Flag on the flag.
Let's see what we got here. Yeah, we got holding on Bexley, I believe.
We couldn't get many more breaks. How much time we used, Carl? I got it running.
We haven't had any indication yet. I'm just... No face mask on London. Sorry about that.
Penalty is face mask.
Penalty decline, touchdown.
Touchdown Bexley.
These officials are kind of officiating like I seen the officials in the powder puff game the other night.
You know, the thing of it is, Gary, he called that face mask and it wasn't even where the ball carrier was, so I don't know who London had a hold of there. But the ball carrier was in the end zone when that guy threw the flag at the pile. To try for point. You know, that holder did a real good job getting that ball up off the ground and getting it up there for the kicker. So it's going to make the score 21-14. 33 seconds left to go in the first half. Okay, we got Burns and Clerk back to receive this kick. I wouldn't be surprised if they wouldn't squib this thing back here at Darby with only 30 seconds left to go on the clock. It looks like the front line for London looks like they're aware of what they're doing. They seem like they're ready. I told you, little squib kick. That's a nice play. And see, that's a penalty. You know, I don't understand, and I harp on this every week. In high school football, when the guy covers the ball on the ground, you cannot hit him.
That was almost like
He
a
got
spear
hit
there.
twice.
We're down.
You know, Deo made a nice play on that. He covered that ball. We got the ball on the 44-yard line with only 2 seconds run off the clock. He's rolling. I tell you, he just threw that out of bounds. He threw that behind him, Darby. Yeah, he's bringing Hamilton wide to the other side and got Roger wide to this side. Yeah, he's throwing the slant to him. He just didn't put enough on it. He just didn't put enough on it.
Jared Alexander's pass to
Threw the football, but he might have thrown that off his back foot.
Hey, you got a wide out over here.
Bexley was ready for it that time.
That's going to bring up 4th down and about 3 to get a first down here. Okay, we're going to have 4th down and 3. Got a wide out over here and wide out on the other side. We got it. We got it. Okay, we did what we was trying to do. We drew Bexley off sides. It was a good job, Jared. Now, I'll tell you what, these penalties have really helped. You know, last week before halftime, we put 7 on the board. No, he should have never thrown that. Never should have threw that. He threw that ball with 3 defensive backs there around Gandy.
Let him go.
You notice that time, Darby, he had a rush on him. He had to get outside. Yeah, he needs to get these guys in the end zone. In the end zone. He needs to put all the gun he can on it. We're going to bring up 3rd down and 10 with 2 seconds left on the clock. This time, Darby is empty the bench and get them all in the end zone.
Yep.
And just fire that ball up and hope it gets tipped to one of our guys. He's running a reverse. Got one man to beat. No time left on the clock. That was a nifty little play there. Nifty little play. Scored at halftime, Bexley 21, London 14.
run on the bounds by number 32, Joby Ryan. Half, Bexley 21 and London 14. qualifying London Red Raider marching band.
London back to receive the opening kickoff the second half. Got Josh Burns deep and Roger Clerk deep. We got an official meeting in the midfield there, probably indicating which end of the ball to put into the tee. And we got some news at halftime on Jesse Langley, which they took off the field with a stinger. They just took him out to the hospital as a precautionary measure. So from our understanding, what we've heard is he's doing okay. If we get any more updates as the game goes on, we'll let you know. Now we're ready to go here with Bexley kicking off to London. He's kicking it deep, a little sidewinder there. Oh, one hopper right in Josh Burns' hand. I'm telling you what, he's just taking that ball right up the sideline and tackled out of bounds on about the 25-yard line.
He ran it down that sideline. He had no blockers.
Looked like he was packing the mail. This series of downs right here is what's going to tell us how London's going to play this second half. Like to see him come out and move that ball down the field.
It's a big series for them.
It sure is. Now, it's something we didn't see the first half. We got Roger at tailback and Dorn out wide. Some sure tackling there, guys.
Number one, Roger Clark the ball.
All he needed to do was get around that end there, and he was gone.
Well, they did a little something that we like to call grabbing material, and got a little material there and took him down. That's just an indication of a good open field tackle.
You like that, don't you, Zeke, that material?
I'll tell you what, you can rip that shirt right off of him, and it just pleases me to death. They're going to bring Dorn out of the ball game. Got Clerk at tailback. Hamilton wide out and Murray wide out. He's got a little past the tight end.
That one almost got intercepted there.
That pass was just thrown too high. Ganny's a big boy, going about 6'3", 6'4", and Jared just overthrew him. We're going to have Hamilton wide out on the right side, bringing Dorn out here to the left. Robinson at tailback. He's throwing a slant to Hamilton. Just a sure tackle by the defensive man out there. Gain of about 2 yards.
Tyler Hamilton tackled by number 22, Mike Lochner.
Now, when you're going to throw a pass there on third down, you got to make sure you have the first down when you throw that pass. First down, I'm sorry. Make sure you get the first down.
Then we got Tobin back to kick punt. Caleb back. Where's that? Yes, Caleb back deep. That's the kid with all the speed.
I think this is Tobin's first punt of the night, isn't it?
I'll tell you what, 43. He's got off a nice punt.
Could have been blocked. Somebody laid one on him, didn't they?
Pete Robinson with a tremendous hit there. Murray slowed him down. Murray was on the bottom, and then
Robinson about cleaned his clock.
Pete Robinson come in and made that linebacker hit. We got a flag on Bexley.
Down.
Penalty on Bexley on that return, which helped London out here. That's going to give Bexley the ball on their own 35-yard line. Got Clerk playing defensive back this time. Got motion coming both ways. Burns made a nice play that time.
Yeah, London on the London defense looked a little confused where everyone was supposed to go there.
Had Ryan Bogenreif in on that tackle with Burns. When they went in at halftime, I hope that was something they discussed, was that off-tackle play. And it looked like Burns stuck his shoulder in there and pushed that and made a nice stop. They're bringing that big receiver over here to this side. It's number 88. And they're still having trouble knowing who's doing that option play. me, number 40, Rusty James, had a chance to stop that play for a loss.
Brought down by number 2, and Troy.
And
down there for a minute.
yeah, he missed the tackle. Troy Murray had to get. That's going to bring up 3rd down and probably 4.5, 5 yards.
On the Bexley 41-yard line, 3rd down.
Well, London needs to get strong and make them punt it back to him.
Yeah, I think they went in there at halftime, Darby, and discussed that play pretty well because the first 2 times Bexley's running here in the half, they've stopped them pretty good. We got Clerk coming in to stop. Yeah, Corey Such. Fine linebacker play there out of Corey Such.
Nathan Gorham in there to help out.
Brought down by number 44, Corey Such.
That's going to bring up 4th down and 4. And, we're going to get to see Roger, hopefully Roger and Burns back deep to return a punt here.
Bexley, pretty much if you're going by the other games, they're going to try to boot this away from Clark and not give him a chance to beat him here.
Number 30, Matt.
We got.
That's on Bexley.
Yes, we did. Number 72 on Bexley.
London jumped a little bit and made them jump.
It was a play, 58, which is Klosser. Only thing he did was dive down on the ground. That was enough motion to make their guard move over there. That's a fine coached thing there. As long as he don't break that line of scrimmage there in that neutral zone, the defense can do whatever they want to do.
I've been watching Klosser, and he jumps a lot. He jumps around and moves around a lot.
One time he's at linebacker, he did it again. He just fell down on his knee, which is legal. Oh, he got a rush on. Nobody, get away from it. Get away from it. You know what happened, man? They got a...
Clark. Now, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, Jake, if they just touch that ball and walk away from it, Clark has the opportunity to grab that ball and take off with it.
It's still a free ball.
Ball to London, 30.
I'm looking for London to come out with that no huddle.
Now they got Dorn out wide that way, give the fullback up the middle for about a half a yard. Now we're trying that middle a few times here. We're going to have to open it up a little bit.
Number 46, Pete Robinson, the ball.
I don't know if he got about a half a yard.
Matt Stanley and number 55.
A hard half a yard.
Rosen.
It seems like all the teams this year has been playing us tough right in that middle. Hamilton wide left, Murray wide right, Clerk at tailback.
Oh, he's got some room.
I'll tell you what.
Get away, referee. Good run. Now he had a hole that you could run a Mack truck through.
I'm trying to think of something to say here, Darby, but I think if he'd have just went straight ahead, that he might have been. He veered off to the right over where one of the defensive backs was at there. Maybe if he'd have just went straight down that middle, it could have been all the way.
But he almost ran into the referee. He had to change his momentum a little bit because the referee got right in his way.
Get by one, Roger's gone. He didn't fumble that football, did he? Yes, he did. He didn't get the handoff. He moved. He got a gain of 7 yards out of it, though.
Down by number 30, Matt Stanley.
We got
a penalty flag down. Let's see what this is all about. Penalty on Bexley there. Illegal head slap. 15-yard penalty. I already got you, Rick. London's got the ball on Bexley's 25-yard line. A pitch to Clerk. He's got a fine yardage. He's outside. He could go all the way. Touchdown, Roger Clerk.
And he's got some wheels when he gets around. We've said that a million times. If you can get him enough blocks to get his shoulder pads straight up and down, he's gone.
It looked like he was going to take that ball inside a little bit more, and that drew that defensive back in. Then when he broke outside, that defensive back had no way to catch him.
We've been looking for Cook to do that all year.
When he shifts into that last gear, he's gone.
I'll tell you what, London changes jerseys on their people so often you can't keep track of who's who.
Had Sean White in there holding number 6.
The Tobin's been doing a pretty good job tonight there, Zeke.
Yeah, Sean White in there holding number 6. Usually he wears a number 80 number. In that way, Carl. Yeah, we got London ready to kick off. 6 minutes and 32 seconds left to go in the third quarter, and London tied the game up 21-21 on a 30-yard run by Roger Clerk. He just kicked that ball up in the air.
Good tackle. Burns.
Tell you what,
Josh Burns.
Josh Burns picking it up a little bit so far this second half.
I've been impressed with him all year. Zeke, I'm sorry.
Number 22, Mike Lockner.
I tell you what, that looked like a perfect time for an onside kick, the way they were all in so far back.
Yeah, that gives them good field position, a ball on their own 37-yard line.
No, I think you need to kick it like that. It looked like you pulled under.
They're coming out with a double wideout. They never used that much in the first half, Darby, that 2 wideout system there. They're long counting, and then they're running Stanley off that tackle. You know, we got to get somebody out on the outside shoulder of those offensive linemen on the outside of the tackles. They're just getting too much yard. We're not putting anybody out there.
Bexley right now trying to spread out our defense a little bit. There's some more running room in that middle.
Well, we can't let them have it so easy.
I think that's a first down.
Yeah, they're going to give him a first down. He's trying to get him to move the chains now.
Oh, they're going to.
Oh. Well, the head man was motioning first down, and the side man over there already had the chain marked and bringing him on the field. Oh yeah, he got that by a good ball and a half. That's the only place they're really killing us is off those tackles. We got to hanker down, and I notice he's got a couple of big boys out there at them tackles right now, Bogan Rife and I believe Maxwell.
Check his defense out.
They're just daring them to run the football. That's all that is. Option play.
You know, Burns went out and got his pitch man, but no one had the quarterback on it.
Well, Dorn came up. It would have been a loss. If Dorn would have got material, it would have been a loss. He let him go, and he gained about 4 or 5 yards there.
47-yard line. Second down, 5.
We got a wide out there with a slot and a wingman over here to the right with just a one-man backfield. He running the fullback off that side. That's at Caleb. I'll tell you what, he got a hit and spun. Troy Murray spun him, and he fell down after about 7 more yards.
That was a pretty good tackle there by Murray. Fought through a block right there to spin him around. Brady been gone there.
That's too easy.
That looked like a mix-up in the backfield to me. One man in the backfield, who's running the ball?
They're knocking down 7, 8 yards a carry. We got a 3-man line up there. We're running a 3-man defensive line with linebackers everywhere. Long count. Bexley been going on a long count. He's running him again. Same play. If Clerk don't get him, it's a touchdown. He broke 7 tackles. Caleb broke 7 tackles down that sideline for a touchdown.
Touchdown, Bexley. 35 yards.
They're not putting the hat and wrapping up and sticking it to him.
You know what that looked like to me,
And he
Darby?
ran down the sideline.
As you're going into a sporting event and the man at the gate asks you for a ticket and you hand him his ticket, that's just what that looked like. You was punching his ticket.
Ouch.
What do you think, Carl? That's too deep for me, too. Getting deep in here.
I'm telling you.
Well, we got Bexley lining up for the extra point. Like to see him block one here and get that extra point off the board so we could go ahead. It's up. It's good.
Point after touchdown is good. 4:39 to go in the third quarter.
I don't see any defense.
Burns again. Keep this away from Clark.
Let him go. We're up.
4 minutes, 39 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Bexley just scored, making the score 31-24. Bexley got Burns and Clerk back to receive. He kicks it deep. Burns is going to take it on about the 7-yard line. He dropped it. It bounced right up in his hands.
Oh, look out! One man to beat.
He could go all the way.
Still got him. He's gone. He's at the 10. Oh, he's
Got him on about the 7-yard line.
And you know what was smart about that play there? He didn't try to juke that guy. He just run right over him.
That's right.
He just run right through him.
You know, that slowed him down enough where a couple of guys could catch up with him. That was a fine return. He picked that ball up on about the 8-yard line, took it down to the 7. That was a fine return.
And he went right up the wedge, too. He followed the wedge, found the hole, and went for it. Beautiful run.
Had some real nice blocking up there on that play.
Get that guy some oxygen.
Okay, we got London in I formation in the backfield. Dorn wide one way and Hamilton this way. He giving to the Clerk off the left side.
He's straight.
They're going to put it down at the 1-yard line. He stretched out his hands, but in high school, it's where your knees are down, not where the ball goes down at.
Oh, no. What's going on there?
Yeah, they're going to give that ball to him on about the half-yard line.
They're talking over this one.
Well, London ended up with the ball.
Touchdown.
Touchdown, London. Roger Clerk, 10 yards around the left side for a touchdown.
Clerk's been watching the pros, ain't he? You know, every time he runs the ball, though, he stretches out. Even in midfield, he'll stretch out and reach out for the extra yard.
You know, if he stretched that ball out and that ball crossed that plane, he's in.
Bexley coaches, he's upset.
Oh, yeah, they are.
We needed a 2-pointer here is what we really need.
Oh,
it
this
blocked.
was blocked.
No good. We'll make the score Bexley 28, London 27.
That could look big.
Mark Tobin's point after touchdown block by number 30.
The way this game's going.
Okay, after the try for point was no good, we got Clark Tobin ready to kick off. London looks ready here. Let's do something. I don't know. He's not putting his foot into it like he was. Oh, my goodness.
There's no one around on that end.
Hamilton made a good stop over there.
Got a flag.
I don't see any penalty. He's going to call that on Bexley, it looks like. I didn't see anything done by London. You know, Hamilton had him by the shirt and took him out of bounds, but he didn't jerk him down or anything.
Tyler Hamilton.
You know, the guy that threw the flag, Darby, come from clear over here and threw it all the way across the field.
I don't know. Well, this guy, he has a thing about people standing too close to that sideline.
Yeah, we've been getting yelling and screaming from these officials about the players and coaches being too close to the field. I don't know what he's calling there.
So I said it shouldn't be on London.
Oh, he's telling them all to get back. That's the head official over there telling them guys to get back.
He is.
Personal foul, London.
Dead ball, personal foul, London.
You know, evidently something was done away from the play, away from where the tackle was, because Tyler actually didn't do anything. He just held onto the guy's shirt as he took him out of bounds. Well, now that's a big gainer for Bexley.
A lot of penalties tonight.
35-yard line.
You know, see that short kick, that gave him the ball on about the 25-yard line to take off with.
You know, and that doesn't make a lot of sense when they've been covering the kicks pretty good
Well,
tonight.
you know, Tobin's kicked one out of the end zone, Darby. You need all the help you can get. He's got a 3-man lineup in there running a 3-4 type defense. That play has just been there all night. That Caliph right through the middle.
Caliph, the ball carrier. Stop by number 1, Roger Clark.
Bring up 2nd down and 5. We're just giving them. It's just like give them 5 yards and every play.
Zeke, are they using a run blitz on these? That's what I would do about now.
They've got their interior linemen in too close together, Darby. Instead of having them spread out and make them work to get that yardage off of tackles, they've got the middle guard and 2 tackles right in beside each other. Now there's a fine stop. That's a real good stop.
That was a gag.
Ball carrier number 3.
Let's see who gets up here.
Caliph. Stop by number 44, Corey Such.
Had Klosser coming up off of there and Corey Such. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 5.
Robinson or Dorn. Who's number 25?
Nate Dorn.
Dorn, he was in on that tackle too.
London with the stop here defensively would be big.
Well, you know, you're in 2-down territory right here. I'm sure Bexley's not even going to think about turning the ball over on a punt. They got the ball on the 29-yard line. He's calling a little bit of motion up here at the line.
He's spreading them out again.
He's going to pass. It's just a bad pass. We had a blitz, safety blitz on that time. Burns come in on the other side there and disrupted that pass.
Down number 22.
All right.
Down and what we got? 5, 4?
4th and 5, Darby. Let's see what comes out of the. I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't run this halfback or fullback off the tackle. No, he's got a little slant in. Quarterback coming in the middle. He throws the ball. It's incomplete.
That's ours. London takes over in possession.
Darby, how much time we got left, Darby?
We got 2 minutes and 29 seconds here in this third.
It seems like his third quarter's been the longest thing.
Well, we've had to have 150, 160 yards of penalties.
I'll tell you what, it's been actually, you know, the penalties have helped London. It's been crucial against Bexley. Right now, you know, plenty of time left in this ball game. We need a touchdown. We can't rely on anything else. We got to have that 6 points on the board. We got to roll out. He's going to throw it to the fullback, Pete Robinson. That was a fine play. You know, he got 12 yards out of that, and it was a safe pass. Was there no way to get intercepted?
Mike Lochner.
We seen Dobmeyer come out something that time that we hadn't seen all year. A little pass to the fullback.
Yard line, 1st down, 10.
You know, we talk about this every year, and you have to give your running backs the ball in different ways, and that's just not handing off to them.
Pete made a nice run after he caught that ball. Nice.
Nice cut down.
I mean, he had number, I take it 45 or 25, a linebacker in the backfield, one-on-one with him, and he just made a head juke and picked up about 7 or 8 yards. He's got a problem here with his hip. I wonder if that's that hip he's got hurt, guys.
Might be.
Yeah, he's supposed to have a hip pointer. Got Dorn back at tailback. Now they're looking at Clerk here on the sideline. He gives it to Nathan right up the middle. Hold on to the football, Nathan.
Dorn runs for a 1st down. That's about a 12-yard gain.
You know, we're sitting here talking about London giving them up real easy. Second half here, Bexley looks like they're going to give us real easy.
Clark's going back into this football.
Clark's going back in the game. He's hard-nosed now.
The other thing of it is just having him on the field makes the defense have to be aware of him.
If he's anywhere near as rough as his grandfather was, ain't nobody out there can whip him.
And we're going to have him back next year, folks.
I'll tell you what, he's just a fine boy and a fine football player. Nice block.
Nice little move. Oh, man. You know, he got to the line of scrimmage, and he got met by the whole Bexley defense.
Brought down by number 75.
That was a gag over there.
And number 51.
He didn't get back to the line of scrimmage that time, but in fact, he might have lost about 6 inches there. They had that figured out real good that time. Going to bring up 2nd down and 10.5.
Well, when you got Clark back at tailback, you're keying on Roger Clark.
Yeah, Roger's got that hip. It's hurting him. He got a rollout bootleg.
Oh, he's
Throw
open.
it to him, Pete.
Bingo.
Nice.
Like a late hit. Like it should have been a late hit there.
You know, Darby, we've seen that play twice now, and both times it's been for a 1st down.
You know, Alexander took a pretty good hit there.
Well, you know, he kind of made a little pump fake there and made that guy hesitate a second, and then he let go of the ball, and that's when he got hit. In these last couple of games with Jarrett, he must be maturing as a quarterback, because last week he ran the ball real well, and this week he's throwing that ball real well.
Well, they're giving him time in the pocket, and they're rolling him out so he has time to throw the football.
Got Clerk up the middle.
A nice little run there.
You know, you made a point a while ago, Zeke, but your quarterback is only as good as your line. If your line can't give your quarterback time to operate, then how good can he be?
Well, in the last 2 games, they've rolled him out a lot, which is give him some more time, and 2, he seems to throw the ball a little better when he's on the run, and 3, it helps him see the down the field a little bit better, it seems.
You know, passing downs.
Right.
Pete Robb got started the 4th quarter. London has the ball on 12, 13-yard line, Bexley's 13-yard line, 2nd down and 1. They just giving it to Clerk right up the middle. Really down to the 4-yard line. Brought down by 3 defensive backs.
You know, he might run 6, 7, 8 yards before he gets hit, and he still fights for another 1 or 2 yards every carry he has here.
Did you have him, Zeke?
He made a nice little spin move.
You know, they got him listed as 5'11" and 165 pounds, and that's not very big, but he can sure handle himself. We got Alexander up, touchdown, quarterback sneak, Jared Alexander.
I'm sure London right now is going to go for the 2.
You know, I don't know if he went on a silent count or what, but Bexley's interior, their line wasn't even ready.
You know, they might have told him that if you come up and they're not ready, give it to Goose and go with it.
Good.
They're gonna go for 2 this time, fellas.
Good on that last one.
What's that score down there, Darby, before this extra point?
It's 33-28.
You know, London got that ball back on defense, turned around to move that ball right down the field, looking good. Okay, we got White out both ways. We got a little fake action. He's going to throw to Dorney.
Wide open.
He got it. He got it.
Nathan Dorney, I think that's the first pass for Dorney tonight, isn't it?
Yeah, Nathan just swung out of the backfield there and did about a 7-yard turn, and he was wide open, and Jared just floated it over top the defense.
Jared was looking at him all the way.
Ready to kick off, Clark Tobin.
He needs to lay into this one.
Yeah, he's squibbing that bird, but that sucker's fast. Oh, we got him going down. Hodge misses
Nobody
him.
on the end here.
Got Tobin. Somebody's got to get him.
That was a nice run there by
Stanley.
Down by number 80, Eric Gandy.
You know, that end person has to stay on the end. Has to stay on the end.
You know, Darby, you just can't keep letting them do that. We let them do it every play. Every kickoff, he's had a nice return.
Ball's on the London 38-yard line. Touchdown.
We had guys back there arm tackling him. We had 4 guys arm tackling him over here. Okay, Bexley splitting 2 guys out wide that way, and they got a wide out this way with 1 back. Long snap count, and I tell you what, touchdown.
Roger Clark
He
bumped him out.
takes it down to about the 4-yard line.
Not a whole lot of defense in this game.
You know, this kind of reminds me of that half last year, the Pittsburgh second half when they scored 40 points on the Bengals. Only this half, both teams are doing it.
See, there's only one guy in the backfield. Who's he going to get the ball
Was
to?
the San Diego game 2 years ago.
You know, Gary, when you got a one back there like that, you got a key on him. Those linebackers have to know where he's at. They got White out to that way and a wingman this way in motion, I formation, running him outside. Touchdown, Stanley.
We made that look easy. We got another flag now. We had something going on between, I can't see who that is. There was a couple Bexley and one London player in there, and that's where the flag went. It's on London, it seems. What it looks like.
Touchdown. Unsportsmanlike conduct.
It's on London.
On London.
You know, it's always the second person. Always the second person that gets the flag.
Yeah, you don't ever want to retaliate after something happens. All right, we've got the score: 35 London, 34 Bexley, with Bexley ready to attempt the extra point. You know, it's been an awful long.
Yeah, they got all them big boys in. They might just try. They might go for this. The 2 points.
Been an awful long time here.
Oh yeah, they're going for the 2.
All right, Bexley's lining up for 2.
The way they're running the ball, why not?
Quarterback sneak.
Motion coming back to the right. Yep.
Give it to him.
There's
2. And they're up by 1 again.
36-35 Bexley. Bexley kicking off to London. He's kicking it deep.
Again.
Looks like it's to Roger. He got it in the air. He's right up the middle. Brings it out to about the 30-yard line. Going to give London first down and 10 on their own 30. 10:59 left to go in the fourth quarter. Bringing Hamilton wide out this side. Got Clerk in a slot formation. Dorn at tailback, Robinson at fullback. Crossbuck, fake crossbuck. He's throwing it to Dorn.
Dorn again, same play.
Oh! I tell you what, Nathan Dorn hit that number 22 like he was a stepchild.
How do you hit a stepchild? That's terrible.
You don't know how many stepkids, do
Don't
you?
be picking on stepchild.
I'll tell you what, that was a great hit, baby. That was a great hit. That's what you like to see them ball carriers do. Put that shoulder down and run over people. You know, I'm still saying that whoever has that ball last Derby is going to win this game.
That's what it's looking like, is it?
It's just too easy. If you're a defensive coordinator, you're about ready to pull what hair you got left out. I mean, both teams is just running up and down the field. I think they're trying to see who can score the fastest.
Good thing Martin ain't down there defensive.
Well, we went, about 40 yards so far in 2 plays.
You know, Darby, the only way you're going to stop these two offenses is with a shotgun. Just give it to him again. Look at this. Look at this. He's through there, baby. Good run, Roger.
Robinson, get out of the way.
Man held him up. Those men stopped.
They look like Clerk and Robinson look like they were standing there talking to each other there for a second.
So what was
No, go that way. No, go this way.
I tell you what, he was stopped there at the line of scrimmage and put on a little burst of speed and picked up about 14 yards. That's going to give London a first down. on the 17-yard line.
And this is the 4th play of this drive-through.
Oh, I'll tell you what, it's easy, Darby. There he goes, right back up the middle. Touchdown, Roger Clerk.
When they start on about the 30 there, Zeke, five plays, they're in the touchdown. You know, we still got 9 minutes and 48 seconds left.
You know what I wondered, fellas, is what these officials think of this game.
Well, they've tried to slow everybody down as much as they could with the penalties.
Well, what you also got, like Carl said, we've been giving them too good a field position.
Right.
And that's making their scores pretty, you know.
On the kickoffs, we have to get them deep.
You know, in the first couple kicks that we did, we buried them on the 20 and the 25-yard line.
All right, London's going to line up and go for 2 here on the extra point. We got to roll. We got to pass. He brought it down. Alexander's going to try to take it. He didn't get it.
Number 4, Jared Alexander, the ball carrier.
You know, it looked like he lost his footing back here and couldn't see the receiver, so he tried to take it up the middle.
The receiver that he was looking at was covered. Split by 5 points here.
Where we had the ball teed up there, it kind of rolled off the tee. I think it was in anticipation of Clark kicking that ball through the end zone. Okay, we're ready to kick off. Let's see what we do with it here. He's going to sidewind it again. He's squibbing it over where there isn't anybody, but he's taking a good London bounce. Oh, my.
Stay in the lanes. Good.
25-yard line.
They did stay in their lanes that time there, Zeke.
Yeah,
Number 21.
that was coverage there by Macon and Hodge on that kick. That was real good. We got a long snap count here on Bexley. They're running that little guy off that side again. We're arm tackling it again.
He's got a first down. He picked up 12 yards.
You know, Darby, I don't know what it is, but this kid does not want to go down.
Ethan Callis, the ball carrier.
You know, he got hit in the backfield, bounced off, and picked up a first down.
Nathan Dorn.
You know, we've been talking all year long. Your defensive backs are making most of the tackle. Your line's not keeping the linebackers free.
Yeah. They don't go for 2.
Hey, we got to put up a defensive stop here. We got Bexley just running that quarterback option this time. He's going to go. He could go all the way. Nope, they got him out on the sidelines over on about the 32-yard line.
Like Murray pulled him out.
Yeah, I'm having trouble over on the other side of the field where the down marker, or not the down markers, but the yard line markers are. They got them all tore out right through that stretch. And I'm having trouble seeing what down marker they're on. We got a timeout. London going to give Bexley a first down on London's 40-yard line. Long snap count. He's going to pass the ball. Get your hands up. He caught it. Gain of 8 yards.
Number 32, Chubby Ryan's pass to number 7.
Both offenses are doing whatever they want to do here.
Tackled by number 4, Jared Alexander.
Yeah, you know, a defensive coordinator right now has to be going nuts. You know, all the time they're going down the field with the ball. The clock's moving. London needs to play some defense here. Yeah, they run him. He got a penalty flag, and they still can't stop him.
Number 30, Matt Stanley, the ball carrier.
And Burns held him up there. He just didn't get any help.
Dorn and Glosser make the final stop. We got a penalty flag down. It's on Bexley, but we don't know what it is yet.
Timeout.
Thank you. The 3rd down and 3. 8:05 left to go in the 4th quarter.
Oh, they're coming this way.
Run that sweep outside. I don't.
Jammed him up. I think he's
gonna bring. No, he didn't get it. He's gonna bring a 4th down.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Bring a
I see where
4th
the
down.
marker is now.
He's probably about a yard short there.
Yep. I was thinking the marker was right on the line.
You Yeah, I noticed their quarterback goes over to the sidelines to get the play from the coach. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
Timeout, Bexley. Coach on Bexley sidelines went ahead and had him do a measurement so he could talk to his quarterback about this 4th and 1 right now. Yeah, that middle of that line's wide open, Darby. Long count. We got movement. We got movement.
They jumped.
We got movement. Yeah, they were
Going back 5 yards.
way that looked to me, Darby, it was going to try bootleg. The quarterback faked the ball to 30 and started that way. Yeah, a lot of times things backfire. You know, you think we'll do this, but a lot of times your players aren't concentrating is what I'm trying to get at. Legal procedure, Bexley's going to bring up 4th down and 6.
You know, almost on something like that, when you're calling that long of call, it's you tell them you look inside and go on the ball. And he's going to goose the center when he wants the football.
Okay. Now it's 4th down and 7. We got one halfback going in motion. We got a rollout. We got Corey Satch. Nobody out there. I don't know if he got it or not. We'll have to see where they mark it at. I think he got it. I think he got it.
Give it to him.
Number 32, Joey Ryan.
I think he's getting a generous mark here, Zeke.
Well, you know what they're doing, and what it looks like to me, is they marked it where he came down out of bounds at instead of where he went out of bounds at. Is that the way you see it?
That's what it looked like to me there, Zeke. Wish we had that reverse camera there on that side so we can see it a little bit better.
We'll check it out on the monitor, Darby, and see what we can see here. I don't know, on the replay, Darby, it still doesn't show us much. We just got a bad angle on it. Okay, we got tailback up in the I formation. Yeah.
Good penetration.
We finally made a good stop there. Might be about a 2-yard gain there.
And that's what we got to have. We got to have good penetration, people taking out those blockers, other people coming up and making the stop on the running back.
Going to bring up 2nd down and 8.
We're going to have to stop. Time is getting...
We got a straight backfield this time. Wide out both ways. He's still long counting it. They've been doing it. He's going to pass. He's got an out pattern.
He's going to be short of that first down.
You know, the thing of it is, he was wide open, went down to one knee to catch that ball, and in high school, once your knee goes down, you're down. Looked like a defensive back on that side slipped down, Darby, while he was coming over.
The ball was a little low on that. I mean, if you put it up around his shoulder pads, he'd have probably got the first down.
I think that's the first pass we've seen that 88 catch. Even though they've tried to him a few times.
He's been open a lot tonight.
He's pretty...
giving him a good cushion.
Pretty big-sized boy, 88 is. And we don't have him on the program. Got motion coming back here to the left, so that's going to be that off-tackle play. Nice play. Pat Glosser made a nice play. Going to bring up 4th down and about 7.
Stop.
You know what they did?
Stop them here. We can control the game.
What they did that time, and they're taking a timeout. What they did that time was got what he uses for his power was his legs and got him out from under him instead of bouncing off the top of him. Get out! Let's go! Get out! Trying to get these fans into this game. 4th down and about 7. We got a roll out wide. Nobody open. Yeah, he got him down around the 10. Knocked out of bounds by Clerk.
Number 32, Joey Ryan's pass is complete.
I don't understand what London was doing. Looked like they were just walking out on the field like there wasn't no game going on.
By number 1, Roger Clark. First down.
I must have missed something there.
I have that ball on about the 12-yard line. First down. I'll tell you what, Bexley's coming up big on them fourth down plays in this drive here. He's long counting again. Just giving it to the fullback up the middle. Down about the 2-yard line.
Number 30.
Looks like he's going to have a first down.
You're brought down by number 1, Roger Clark.
You know, when your defensive backs are making the tackles, that means your lineman's not keeping the blockers off the linebackers.
We got a first down and goal?
Oh, it's down on the 1-yard line. Yeah, they done throwed away the chains over there. We need a turnover or a penalty here. We'll keep this thing happening. Got motion coming back to the left, which usually, yeah.
Whoa!
I don't know if he got it or not. No, they're gonna mark it on about the half-yard line.
Brought down by number 44, Corey Such, and number 40, Rusty James.
Number 88 and Clark was having words, it seemed, over there.
You know, we got to have all that in-your-face stuff nowadays.
Score so we can score again.
Instead of playing football, we got to talk how good we are. Okay, they got a wideout number 7 split out way to the right. Quarterback sneak, touchdown Bexley.
Back carrier number 32, Joby Ryan, touchdown Bexley.
Makes the score 42 Bexley, 41 London.
And they're going to go for the extra point.
Well,
they're going to go for
I myself,
I'm telling you, that doesn't make a lot of sense.
well, I
to me
myself
right there,
would want to go up by 3, wouldn't you, Darby?
Absolutely. Especially with Clark Tobin.
Yeah, this is only going to give them a 2-point lead. I would pay attention here. Well, you know, what we're saying is that only puts them up by 2, 43-41.
Tobin hit one last week for what, 40?
3 minutes and 16 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. Bexley 43, London 41. Bexley ready to kick off. We got Burns and Roger Clark back deep to receive this kick. Yeah, I think this is boiling down just like we said, Darby. Whoever has it last is going to win.
That's what it's looking like.
We got Tobin down here warming up for a field goal. Okay, we're ready to kick off here. And it's off. Got a squib kick. One hopper to Roger. He fielded it with one hand.
Hold on to football now.
Took that thing out to about the 35-yard line.
Returns the ball, tackled by number 33, David DeFoul.
Run 7 seconds off the clock on that kickoff. Guys, I see Jesse Langley back down on the sidelines, down there with his shoulder pads off, so it looks like everything's okay with Jesse. Okay, London's got a wide out both sides. Nathan Dorn and Tyler Hamilton with Clark at tailback. He's taking it straight up middle, and this time they stop him for about a yard gain. The thing what they need to do right now, Darby, is control.
Yeah.
Need to run some clock, time off that clock, but they need to score. You know, one thing about it, too, they can't give up the football now.
No.
They got to pick up his first down.
Yeah, they got to go ahead and move that ball down the field, and they got to score. They can't give that ball back.
Nathan Dorn out here.
Both sides.
Yeah, that very well could have been a number 75. Just tripped Jarrett. Made a nice play.
Jared Alexander, stopped by number 75, Brian.
All right, got 2 minutes and 21 seconds left to go in the quarter. London is third down and 15 on that loss there. Little crossbuck, screen pass to Clark.
There ain't nowhere for him to go.
Yeah, that was designed to go to the outside over there, Darby. He just made a mistake that time and tried to come back into the middle. It's going to bring up 4th down and 15. Timeout, London. Okay, this is the ball game here, fellas. 4th down and 16. London has to have the first down, or he turn it over to Bexley on downs. He's dropping back. He's got Gandy down the middle.
Nothing doing.
He had him wide open. We got 2 minutes left to go in this game. It ain't over with yet. See what Bexley's got up his sleeve this time. They're not splitting anybody out wide. He's going to just go down on one knee. I don't know if London can stop the clock or not.
Number 32, Joby Ryan.
Evidently they can't.
Downs the ball.
They're taking a play out of London's playbook from last week.
Got 1:40 left and clock running. Got a delay of game penalty on Bexley.
That'll stop the clock, won't it, Zeke?
Yeah, that'll stop the clock.
How much time, Carl, on the tape?
I'm going to tell you right now, I wouldn't want to give the ball back to London with any time left on the clock, even if it's only 15, 20 seconds, the way they've been moving up and down the field. They're going to run a play this time.
They got to stop him now.
Number 30, Matt Stanley, the ball carrier.
He picked up about 11 yards.
Yeah.
Troy Murray.
You know the thing of it is, I know that took some time off the clock, but I'm not running anything wide where a guy can strip the ball. I'm running her straight up the middle or kneeling on it. I'm not running anything wide where the defense could possibly strip the ball.
Well, your runs on the wide use up a little bit more clock. Well, if they stop him here, that will give them.
I think they're going to have to run one more play after this. Yeah, he's just going down.
Oh, I thought it was 4th down there, Zeke.
Ryan downs the ball.
It's going to bring up 4th down here, fellas.
They'll probably take another delay game. Yep, they're gonna. That's the end of this one.
Yeah, it's going to take that clock down. They're going to have a penalty, but all they have to do is run one more play and kneel on it. Or actually, they can't kneel on it. They got to run around and run the clock about because they don't want to kneel on it because London's going to get the ball back. Got 3 seconds left to go. He's going to have to take the snap. He called timeout. Bexley called timeout. Okay, we got timeout Bexley with 3 seconds left to go. They're going to have to take his snap, and they're going to have to move around on it to run that 3 seconds off. If he falls on it, that's going to give the ball back to London with a couple of seconds left to go.
I would imagine they're going to run a play.
Yeah, they'd have to. Yeah. Now that's it. That's the ball game. Bexley 43, London 41. And that just made Bexley's season.
Bexley 43, London 41.
I'll tell you what, everybody that is beating London this year has made their season. They've been waiting for a long time to get this chance. What goes around comes around. We'll be back next year.
Yeah. We saw a real nice offensive game by Bexley and London. That's about all I got to say tonight, fellas.
Okay, Carl, you want to do the clock?
Go London!
Okay. And once again, this has been another program brought to you by Gary McNeil, Carl King on the camera,
Dave Caldwell,
and our other partner's gone. I'm not even going to say his name. Good night. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya.
go Raiders!